Now, this may look different by all means, and obviously, like, you're used to seeing on this channel, for one, a very confined room in a confined space where it just looks different, right? Now, I moved. Not me specifically. I can't move anywhere. I'm broke. I'm a barista. I don't really make a lot of money. But we moved, and this is all new to me. The majority of my life has always been like confined spaces, a lot of not restriction, but it's a different type of vibe. My room is massive. It's big. It's something I've never I never even grasped like how. Well, I have when I first moved here. I was like, holy shit! Like this is different, you know. I have a big ass window, and it's so weird. It's so weird. Even now, I still feel out of place where I'm at. And I don't know. I think, for one, right, seeing the differences in everything in terms of like, you know, you get a higher income and you move to a little bit of a higher income area. It's very different from if you were in a low income area. And that's interesting to me, how systematically that is positioned. And I just took note of that immediately once I moved here. I'm 20 years old, as I mentioned, and there's just so much kind of going through my brain, and there's a lot that I'm still really following and not following. It's a lot of being here and not being here. And I say this because maybe this is a universal experience in being 20 years old, you know? But I know that the uniqueness of this is that not everybody is in my position, you know, as a Hispanic first generation, you know? And the certain responsibilities or dreams and goals and aspirations that I have seem a little bit more detrimental than other things in my life. And it's weird, you know? I think right now, to maybe put it in a perspective a little bit better is, and the thing is, what I also find interesting is, hold on, before I go deeper into this, fucking caramel lavender latte. I think one of my biggest fears being 20 right now is that I have a fear of failing, and that's normal. You know what I mean? I know this is normal. There's a lot of things that run through my brain in terms of like, fuck, like, I need to do this. I can't fall into the same footsteps that my predecessors did. So it's what I was gonna compare it to is kind of like the prince that whose parents tragically fucking died, and now it's up to the prince to learn everything and to be who his people need him to be. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that. But I'm not by any means anybody's prince but my parents. And I know they want me to succeed. And there's a bunch that goes into it in terms of like what they see as successful. And this day and age, it's weird, okay? So and every time I say these things, in terms of like how I'm feeling and I'm 20, it's me just making a timestamp in terms of like my life, because I know at some point, hopefully when I have kids, they'll see this and they'll be like, oh shit, my dad was tweaking out as well when he was 20. And yeah, trust me, son or daughter, I was tweaking the fuck out, and I still am tweaking the fuck out. I don't know when I won't tweak the fuck out. I mean, I saw a video saying, this guy's like, once you figure out your 20s, you're on your 30s. You know what I'm saying? Once you figure out your 30s, you're on your 40s, and it's just this thing that keeps on going. And time goes by like this. And I had a conversation with my uncle recently where he's just talking to me about even moving forward with him being an adult who's going to turn 40. And I see the different parallels and perspectives. You know, I think we kind of have the same goal and the same type of feeling, but in different longevity. You know what I mean? In different perspective, in different mindsets. But it's at the core of it, it's all the same. But I feel like that. I feel like all this is detrimental to what I'm trying to do, and I feel like everything matters right now. At the same time that not everything matters. I think a lot of the times I find myself caring a little bit too much about certain things, and sometimes I don't. The best thing the thing that I've realized too is what you don't need to like stress this out. Don't do it. It's unnecessary. You need to be here for yourself as much as the next person. You know what I'm saying? And I think, honestly, everything up till now is just an investment. I'm still trying to figure out how to fucking go by that. You know what I'm saying? I have these moments of where I see beauty in living in life as a whole. You know, I have these flares, and sometimes I make videos on that. You know, and life seems as beautiful as from the perspective that I'm seeing this now. This is beautiful. This house is nice. The architecture is here. This was all made by humans. I don't know if we as humans balance each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we have capabilities to create these beautiful, like, enigmas and like just these things, bro. Like, we just think about the craziest shit, and maybe it's because the motherfucker who invented certain things were on acid or DMT or shrooms. Maybe not. And if they weren't, then that's even crazier, right? But then I see the wicked and the ill, and I question. I'm like, man, that sucks. I wonder what human nature or what that falls into in terms of that. Like, do we need to be assholes? Because we, as once we're born, we're selfish. We cry and we get food. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't, we die. So we need someone to take care of us. And then we revert to that when we get older, like practically like far old. But what I can say for sure is it's a lot of up and downs right now in my 20, being 20. It's so interesting. I am excited to move forward, but I'm also scared, but I know that's fine. And I know this is all a process. So, I think biggest tip for this video as well is like, it's very easy to hear somebody criticize you, it's very easy. And it's very easy to let it sink in and attack you and attach itself and harm your mood or your own perspective. Now, I say take very lightly what others have to say about you and yourself. The only person that knows you as well enough to judge you is yourself. Don't matter if they're your family, your friends, your employer. You know yourself better than them, and chances are they're just looking at you from a perspective on a surface level. And they don't need to get to know you to judge you. But I'm only saying that because right now, there's a lot of like people judging and being judgmental, and like every time I see it, and even for me, like, just take it. Just don't take it to the heart. Bro, this is all we're all just on a planet. You know what I'm saying? Take it with a grain of salt. Listen more to the compliments. Maybe not, though, because sometimes they can be a little backhanded. But it's better than taking in the bad and the ugly. So just focus on the good a little bit. And take care of yourself, always.